SSS Suicide Hunter is a manhwa you go in thinking is gonna be absolutely mid. Mostly because of the name. Why the hell did they have to add the SSS in the beginning? Imagine the name just being Suicide Hunter. It just gives it more respect. Adding the SSS just makes it sound like one of those manhwas that release a few chapters and then never again. Nowadays, a lot of manhwa have similar tropes. They usually have a system, towers, and special abilities. And usually what it takes to make a unique and interesting story is to add one or two big twists to one of the usual tropes. For example, this one's twist is that he gets cards after completing quests, but if he doesn't complete one, then he loses everything. And this one, he's the only one with the ability to buy and sell items to other people from different worlds. But when he spends his points to buy stuff, he ages, and when he gains points, he becomes younger. Of course, the story can be carried by just a unique twist. It needs good storytelling, good character development, and world building. And Suicide Hunter's twist is actually two things. We'll get to them in a minute. So one day, Kim Gongja, if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, sorry, wakes up to the usual depressing day, where he has to barely survive being an F ranker. Looks at the news with eyes full of envy and jealousy, at the top ranker being ignorant and saying he wants to be like him, over and over again. Until he gets a message from the tower admiring his envy, and gives him the ability to steal other people's abilities after he's been killed. So he basically has to die to get the ability. And obviously that's a shit ability. So to take out his anger, he goes and gets wasted. That night, while he's walking back, he encounters the top ranker killing another player. After witnessing the death of a player, he tries to escape, but while trying to escape, he makes noise and gets caught. And because no witnesses, he gets killed. When he died, his ability got activated, and he was able to choose a card from the top ranker. And of course, anyone would choose the golden card. And that ability was, basically, after death, he goes 24 hours back in time. But the downside is he has to experience some traumatic experience. That was a basic rundown of what happened in the first chapter. Even though he's technically immortal, it doesn't feel like he is for some reason. Mainly because dying over and over again is eventually bound to make people insane. So every death is bound to be heavy and mentally draining. The tower floor are full of lore and secrets, and the theme changes every 10 floors. Different worlds, characters, and challenges. So I didn't really get bored. And a lot of you guys seem to like it too. After reading the manhwa, which is around 80 chapters currently, you should continue reading the novel, since according to the people, it's up there with Omniscient Reader and T-Bait. So I definitely recommend reading it, and a lot of people do. But yeah, thank you.